Welcome to the Razzle Dazzle Show. We are doing a showcase on Elsie from Night Shift Games today. The reason behind this is because we just had Eric Benaim on the show, and he is the composer of this game. His episode just released yesterday, and also we are good friends with Night Shift Games already. We've had the game director Pedro on the show and the background artist Danny Flexner on the show as well a little while ago, and other than like reviewing the game itself, we've never done like a showcase like we have Turnbreak and Star Racer, so I figured maybe this is the best time to do it. We have the capabilities, and I wanted to make sure that we give Elsie the same treatment as we do other indie games. Mauro and I have already played Elsie before. I have done everything but completed. I mean, like, look at this. I just need 2 more trophies. Technically just 1. And it annoys me because it's just grinding. So anyways, what we're gonna do here today is I'm gonna show off like what a normal like run looks like with Elsie. And then we'll do a separate run. We'll see how far I go in the first run. We'll do a separate run with the invincibility thing on, mainly because I just want to showcase like what an entire run looks like, even the end of the game. Like, it's been over a year now since the game released, so I figure like, whatever, spoilers, like I think we're in a good spot. Are you ready to do this, Mauro?
Has it been over a year? That's crazy, dude.
Not over. It's been almost about a year.
Okay.
So
okay.
I if I remember correctly, we got the review keys for Elsie in September, like around the launch. We got it before launch, and I think it was around September. So yeah, almost a year since Elsie's come out, and
that's
honestly,
crazy.
I love it. I know.
All right, let's get some cafecito. Let's get some cafecito real quick before we start up.
Yes. For people who don't know, Night Shift Games are based in Miami. So are many of the people from the studio, just like Eric Benaim and Pedro Guerra, and so are we. So like, this entire game is infused with the 305 love. So yeah, let's get started. Right off the bat, we can already see a lot of Mega Man X type of visuals and scenery. Like that's what this game is meant to showcase. Oh my god. Okay, I'm already not doing that hot, but yeah, this is a love letter. I can talk, right? A love letter to Mega Man X, because that's what they're fans of. This is also a roguelike, so meaning dying is encouraged, kind of. Like, it's okay if we die, because you're supposed to do multiple runs. You're supposed to do multiple runs and just see how far you get.
And
everything is randomly generated.
Already showcasing the dying mechanic.
Yes, I'm already not doing so hot. So we just leveled up, meaning we get to pick one passive. The max level for each run is 10, so you get 10 passives as you play if you get that far. So I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I am not doing so hot.
When's the last time you played this game?
It's been a minute.
This is off, like, out the attic right now. Like, fresh out the box.
Honestly, I should have, like, prepped a little bit beforehand, but it's okay. So right here, in some rooms, it's going to be clear, but we have these, like, statues that we get to unlock as you progress through the game, and they do their own separate things. Here, it'll be Tara's Foresight. She'll be increasing the difficulty by 4 if you decide to do this. The gamble is you get a rare skill. I'm not going to take that gamble because I'm already not doing so great.
And the rare skill, it's also RNG?
Yes, everything is RNG in terms of like what items and skills you get.
Love me a nice roguelike.
Yeah. So, Mauro, when was the last time you played this game?
About a year ago.
Yeah. Are you like a big Mega Man fan at all?
I actually am not, no. This is not the first roguelike I've played, but this is definitely the first one that I like side-scroller roguelike that I found a little bit of love for. Mega Man never really called out to me But it was one of those things that just kind of fell through the cracks for me. Usually something will not speak or catch my attention until I've played it, and I never had the luxury of playing, or I guess the opportunity to play Mega Man. But I think I would have. I think I would have enjoyed it quite a bit, because when I did like play Elsie for the first time, it took me by surprise a little bit, because I wasn't like, I'm familiar with roguelikes, up down dungeon crawler sort of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the side scroller one, for some reason it took me a minute for that to click every time. Like I was trying to get through the level, through the phase, right? And but like that was the wrong mentality to get into. If Mega Man is like this, right? Which I like, just based off of what I've seen, like the clips and stuff of Mega Man, it looks very similar, with the dashing and the shooting and the pew 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 pew. I think I would like it. I think I would enjoy it quite a bit, because I do enjoy Elsie. Elsie was fun. Elsie was fun to play. My partner at the time actually enjoyed it quite a bit more long after we finished playing it for the review and all that stuff. They were still playing that. But yeah, it's definitely, and I like the aspect in roguelikes where you don't have to think too much. You can just pop that in and play. Like, this is the perfect type of game to play, like during your break on a Steam Deck or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very pick up and go. You can do just like a simple 2-minute run like we just did. I am acknowledging that I have already died, and which is fine, right?
Oh, it's part of the game. That's a mechanic.
It's part of the game.
Die.
Yes, as normally you do in roguelikes. The main reason why I'm not gonna like commit to just like doing it as normal is because I've already done just about everything else, and I really want to showcase like what this game has to offer, and I can't guarantee that in one episode if we just play it normally. Like, my skills aren't that great to be like, we can do it, so that's my excuse.
I do like that. I do like that dying isn't necessarily like a rage, like throw that out the way moment, unless you've been dealing with a boss particularly. But even that's fun, because the big slog for games like that, where you're good throughout the main phase, and then when you get to the boss, that's where you keep dying. It becomes a slog afterwards. You died to the boss 5 times, and then you start at a place and you gotta get to the boss again, but you've already done this particular thing 7, 8, 9, and so many times that just getting to the boss is already a struggle. And then you finally get to the boss, and it's like, all right, this again. It's not fun. It's not great. Unless the checkpoint is right before the boss, it's definitely not for me. Roguelikes keep you on your toes. Like, yeah, you lost to the boss, but now like there's a different way to approach this. Like it's not gonna be the same. Even your power-ups. That's my favorite part. That the power-ups keep changing, so it encourages you to switch up your play style or to play a different way. Like, if you've been playing very aggressive so far and that hasn't worked, and then suddenly you get some things that like buff your defense, and like, go for it, change it up, get out of your comfort zone. That's the best part about video games.
And with Elsie in particular, like, the devs want to make sure that if you're surviving and picking up enough power-ups and stuff like that, and skills and parts or whatever, like, you will eventually have like a power high type of deal. Like, this is not one of those roguelites where it's like punishing to die, because of course that's what you're gonna do. It's meant to make you feel empowered the more you play. With like even these shops, right? Like, I could buy these things. I don't want to, but I could, right? And it'll help me along the way. There's been multiple times just playing normally that like I would be mowing down every boss. Even like playing like I said, normally not having invincibility on like we are now, I'll be mowing down each boss just because of like all the power-ups that I got, and they stack, so like Elsie can become really overpowered.
Now, explain invincibility to me, because I did not roll credits on this game.
Okay.
Is invincibility just you can take damage but you don't die, so you don't restart sort of thing?
Nope, it's just you don't take any damage. You just nothing.
You don't take any damage at all.
No, only if you like fall on like in a pit or something, right? That's like the only thing. Invincibility is as we saw, it's like in the accessibility tab. The devs really wanted to make sure that like beating this game, making progress in this game doesn't feel impossible, right? So there is this option if like you just want to be casual and just like feel like you're actually doing something. Here you go. You know, like, and personally for me, I love that because roguelikes are very hit or miss for me because of the nature of it, right? I'm someone who loves to make a lot of progress, who like that's my goal whenever I'm playing the game. And with roguelites that like you can be in the first like the first floor, the first 2 floors, you die, and then it's just like, okay, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth the time. Now I feel like discouraged to keep playing and stuff like that. But Elsie, like,
or you spent like 45 minutes and you're still not past the first. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and Elsie's just like, nah, man. If you feel like, you know, you just want to blow through it because that's how you want to play a game because you think that's fun, then here's the option. Like, you don't have to do it, and it's right off the bat too. Like, it's not unlocked after you beat the game or anything. It's just like it makes it it makes it very accessible because it's in the accessibility tab, right? But like even for newcomers to the roguelike genre, you're not like shit out of luck for having to deal with like hard enemies, hard level designs, or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think this is a really good intro into roguelikes if you haven't played them before. That invincibility thing being available right off the bat actually reminds me of another game, not a roguelike, but we talked about this one before, Another Crab's Treasure.
Yes, love it, yeah.
Which is a Souls-like game that if things get a little too hectic, you can just go into the options and get yourself a gun.
Yeah, and like one-shots everything.
Just handgun, that's it. Just,
yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I like that Elsie has a sort of, it's not really a gimmick. It's genuinely like, okay, well, like here's a mode to help you get to the end of the game, so you can experience all of these things that we drew and all of these songs that we like came up with and stuff. Look at our enemies. Look at these enemies that you wouldn't have seen. I think that's pretty nice. But yeah, no, I definitely believe that this is a good, like if you've never played a side-scroller roguelike before, this is a great way to start because it's not too complicated. It's not too complicated, and it definitely has, even without the invincibility mode, and it has pretty much like it checks all the boxes for your average roguelike.
Yeah, I agree. And the music is sick. Fuck, damn it. The music is sick. The art is pretty. Like Eric and Danny have done an amazing job of making like this game beautiful in both visual wise and audio wise. And also the character designs are really cool. Like I like Elsie's design so much. It's just like, you know, it's clearly a Latina, you know, it's I don't know. I love it. I love everything about it. Like even look at her hat when she's just standing idle. Look how like shimmers and stuff. I love that so much.
Man, there's a lot of attention. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I do like we said before, this is a Miami-based studio, so obviously there are a lot of little kisses thrown in Miami's way.
Yep.
And one of the big ones is the color scheme. I like that they keep it not just in the title screen and in Elsie's clothes, but I mean, look at this. You're in a glacier sort of map.
The Howling Tundra.
So obviously the Howling Tundra, the blue is already gonna be there, but they find ways with the smoke in the background and the things on the floor and pillars and stuff to add in that same color palette.
Look at this background right now.
The magentas.
Look at this.
Yeah,
background.
That's actually beautiful. Are those are palm trees?
Yeah, this is like
those
straight
are palm
up
trees and a sunset.
This is straight up Miami.
Oh, lovely. Honestly, I don't often feel proud to be a Miamian, but every now and again, I'll see something like this, and I'm like, yeah, Ohio doesn't have those colors.
So what we just
Sorry to
did.
any listeners in Ohio.
Oh, you're good. What we just did was a challenge room, and there are multiple challenge rooms within the run. And what you do, it's very like Super Smash Brothers, like break the targets, right? Like we just did, and a reward for that, if you beat it, is an extra item. So there's your incentive for that. Just wanted to point that out.
I do like that about roguelikes as well. Like everything is, there are certain things that are optional, right? Which can enhance your game if you throw a little bit, if you risk a little bit and you put a little bit of effort. But you could also ignore it completely and be like, nah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It's all up to you.
I hate those bees, man.
Yeah, they're not fun. Especially when they're shielded like that. Yeah.
Specifically. That right there is what I was gonna say. I've not played this game in close to a year, and that is one of the only like the second I saw the bees, immediately like trauma response.
And that little like this. Oh no, it's not happening. Never mind. Can you like?
What were you trying?
I'm trying to. All right, whatever.
Yeah, hit.
I wanted to showcase something, but like a mechanic, but it wasn't letting me because I was too close. Here, this. Oh, what happened?
Oh right, the beat. Oh,
that.
Yeah.
A little counter.
That's what, the parry.
Yeah.
A little counter, right?
It
If you get. No, explain it.
Yeah, no, you're good. If you time it just right, then all like incoming fire gets like blown away. You also get a little bit more of energy, which is on the top left. The energy is for your attacks and dashes, right? So normally, parrying, countering, or whatever is extremely essential for negating like all the bullet hell, all that stuff. So, yeah.
What do we have
But
here?
since we're playing with invisibility, we don't really have to worry about it unless the enemies are shielded.
Oh, this is already your invincibility run?
Yes, we died pretty early.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Oh, that. I thought you were just giving it another run off of regular. Okay, so wait, the grayed out triangles up top, that's how many you've taken, even though it's not actually affecting your health, right?
No, the gray ones are armor pieces, so like extra hits, and the red is like our actual HP.
Okay, but that one's not going down.
No, like we would have gotten hit
okay.
like so many times already, but we Gucci.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought what I assumed it was here's like the hits you would have taken, and this is where you would have died or something like that.
No.
Okay.
When they say invincibility, it's just like, yeah, freaking go through it, man. You're good. You are the super fighting robot.
I do like this because if you just want to experience the game, because like the option is always there if you want the challenge, but if you don't want a challenge and you just want to experience the game and see what it's like, yeah, I like that. I do like that a lot.
I understand some people are like, not into that just because like that's not how you're supposed to play the game or whatever. But like if it's in the game, then whatever.
Well, that's the thing, right? Those people that are like, oh, that's not how you're supposed to play the game. Okay, then don't play it that way. You personally don't play it that way.
You have the option.
It exists, but nobody's right. That's the cool part. It's optional. If you beat the game on invincibility, then you just beat the game on invincibility. That doesn't negate anybody else's skill. It doesn't make the game any easier or whatever for somebody who's trying to play it with the hits, because if that's how you prefer to play it, then like play it that way. You don't have to be upset that there's an option to experience this game that it's an indie developer company spent hours on, and they're like, you know what, maybe we want you to just experience everything that we put our blood, sweat, and tears into, just a little bit, if you would like to.
The dev time for this game was like 8 years. Yeah.
That's 8 years put to good use, man.
Yeah. This game looked drastically different like 3 years ago. It wasn't like as colorful or vibrant, so Danny like really took it a step further and just like overhauled everything. Do you want to go to the Forge Masters Caldero or Circuit City?
I feel like I've already seen Circuit City. unless that is a nod to something else.
I mean, there are references to so each stage has a Mega Man reference, and there's one like blatant one in Circuit City.
Let's do Circuit City just to keep it on theme.
Where in the world is Spark Mandrill? See, that right there is a Mega Man reference on the top right. That is Spark Mandrill from Mega Man X, and he's missing apparently. So
missing, cute.
Yeah. Also, Papa Eric Records on the bottom there. That's Eric Benaim. That's a reference to him. Again, the composer of this game.
Papa Eric Records.
I love it. I love it when devs have fun.
Yeah, and it's missable too. If you hadn't if you hadn't specifically called out the Papa Eric Records thing, I wouldn't have noticed. I do like the background. Oh my lord, that looks beautiful. And the rain. Oh, the rain. Liken it to a city in Miami. What would Circuit City be?
A city in Miami?
Yeah.
Like which part of Miami? Like Coral Gables and shit?
No, hold on. Okay, my bad. To me, a city is anything that has buildings and skyscrapers. So I don't count suburbs and such. Hialeah is Circuit City. Yeah, right. Get out of here. I would have accepted Brickle, yet I would have still been mad at Brickle.
Definitely not Kendall.
Definitely not Kendall.
Bottom left, Pedro's Pasta. Pedro again, Pedro Guerra from the team. That's his reference right there.
Okay, what's KSG?
Night Shift Games, the studio.
The KS stands for Night Shift? Oh, night! Oh!
Yeah, different kind of night.
What do we have here?
Ha! Forever.
Let's take the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Also the power-ups.
What does the Super Nintendo give you?
Let's see. Oh wait, it's right here. It after defeating 100 enemies, damage plus 20 and energy plus 25.
Time-worn console.
Yeah. And
sounds like what a Super Nintendo would be called if it existed inside a Zelda
yeah,
game.
right? And you see this, the Vorpal sensor?
Yes.
Do you see the reference here?
Hold on, I gotta zoom in on that. Wait, is that a power level scanner?
Exactly.
From Dragon Ball Z.
There are so many references in this game, even outside of Mega Man, like especially with the weapons, and it's all intentional because the devs are nerds and geeks, and we love it.
I love that sort of thing. I love catching little things like that.
Yeah.
If I hadn't focused, I wouldn't have seen it.
I'm just gonna pick this one.
I'm almost at 100%.
God, the music in this stage too, I love.
When was the first time you played Mega Man?
The first time I played Mega Man? That's a great question. It was on the DS, Mega Man ZX, I think. It wasn't Mega Man Z or Mega Man X. I'm pretty sure it's called ZX, and I remember this was like, I don't know, like around 2013 or something, and I was just starting to get into Mega Man. I discovered who that was, the franchise and all that stuff, and I wanted to play a Mega Man game. And I went to the local GameStop, and the only Mega Man game that I found there was one for the DS, and it was like a collection. It was like the ZX collection or whatever, and I wanted it, but I didn't have any money. So this was right before my trip to Star Wars Weekends. so this was around my birthday. And I remember asking, my parents, like, hey,
what do
can
we
I
have
get, like, this
here?
Mega Man game for my birthday? And they're like, yeah, when we get back. And I'm like, okay. I'm a little anxious because I don't want, like, somebody else to get it because, like, the only one in the store and stuff. So the entire time, like, we were in Orlando. I'm pretty sure this was, like, the same trip where I got my first, like, real Zelda game. So I was just anxious the entire time, and by the time we got back, I was like so worried. I was like, can we like please go to GameStop, right? Like I want to get the game right now, and we did, and I got the game, and I played it, and I'm pretty confident I 100%ed it, but I don't remember. So yeah.
I mean, your anxiety single-handedly held back everybody else that might have walked in there to try to get that game. They just got a weird vibe. And speaking of, you said that was your first, around the time you got your first real Zelda game.
Yep.
Explain what you mean by real Zelda game, and then which one was it?
It was Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U, and by real, I just mean like this wasn't the 25th anniversary edition of Four Swords that came that was free for everyone who had the 3DS or whatever. This wasn't a demo or anything like that. Like this was a
Got it.
I know it's not a actual Zelda game in terms of like this is what Zelda games are. This because it's like genre wise it is not a Zelda game. But it was like
I stand by that. But what you just said, that's my argument. Because no.
Yeah.
So what? I understand what you meant by that. Like yes, first purchased official Legend of Zelda game, but which one was your actual first Legend of Zelda game? Sorry to take away Elsie.
No, you're good. I don't care. That's a good question.
I was apologizing to Elsie specifically.
Right, her herself. I don't know if I remember my first Zelda game.
Damn, really?
It might have been Majora's Mask when it came out on the 3DS? Question mark?
Yeah, that tracks. No, that tracks. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember specifically like, I bought that at a GameStop right next to American Airlines Arena because we were going to like, I think we were going to a Heat game. Oh no, we weren't. It was me, my cousins, and my uncle and aunt. We were just going over there to shop, and there was a GameStop, and Majora's Mask just happened to come out that same weekend, and I was like, no, it's not. Oh my god, now I remember. Oh my god, you're taking me back, dude.
Memory lane.
Yeah. It was during a trip, a field trip with the JROTC program that I was a part of in high school. And
I forgot you were JROTC.
I was, yeah. It was, we were like, I don't know, at some Air Force base, and they had like a shopping center inside, so of course we went, and there was a GameStop, and I got Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and I think that was my first like real Zelda game.
Wow.
And I think that's where I got my like
Worlds.
Pikachu amiibo too. Like that's when I first started getting my amiibos. Yeah.
Okay, so can I be honest with you?
Okay.
Just because you mentioned amiibos, it is August 2025.
Yep.
I have no idea what amiibos are for.
They were for mainly Smash. They're supposed to be like computer opponents, but they actually learn from your own play style, and they just get better and like learn how to counter you and stuff like that.
That's it? Okay.
Mainly that was like the initial purpose for amiibos when they first came out, and then like other games started having amiibo support, and usually it's just like you get like extra items or whatever, unlockable characters, skins, whatever, depending on the game. But
I was like a reason to sell a physical cartoon thing or a physical character that also like get the incentive is extra because hey, you can like clock it up with your game. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
I still have all my amiibos too.
I don't know. I felt like it was a lot more because of how like prominent that was.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so like you get the amiibo, right? Can you unlock a character in Smash with the amiibo before actually unlocking him in Smash?
No.
Like, do you play as that character or no? So they're just enemies for you to fight.
Yeah. Like.
So,
sparring.
but then again, who really plays Smash solo like that?
Me.
Okay. Who besides Jared plays Smash solo?
Other
like
people
that?
who don't have friends.
No.
What do you mean no?
Nintendo dorks have friends, even if they're not friends, right? Like they're people who play Nintendo games.
Yeah, but like
you will find it.
I barely found people
your...
who also played games or wanted to play games even with me. I didn't start finding that until I got to Miami-Dade with you.
Fair. Okay, that's true. I was gonna say maybe I'm being unfair because my only exposure to that sort of thing is Miami-Dade, where you could just everybody had a Switch. Everybody had a Switch. You could walk up to any table, boom, Switch, join. Yeah. We're looking for a fourth player. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I love amiibos. They're fun. They're way too expensive now. I was at GameStop when I got the new Donkey Kong game, and they had all the new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom amiibos, and I'm like, I have almost every single Zelda amiibo except for like these new ones now, and I was gonna get them, but they're like $30 each now, when amiibos used to cost like $13 to $15. Now there's 30.
Ooh.
And since
Gotta hate that.
since like they're not making amiibos with Smash Bros characters anymore, then it's like less of an incentive there. Like all you're getting, it's like, oh, you get like some bonus items in Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that, and it's not getting amiibos now is just not worth it anymore. Like there's less incentive. Just because Smash has died
honestly, I think that until the next Smash comes out.
Doubtful.
You think there's no more Smash?
I don't think no more, but it won't be out for a long time. I remember Masato Sakurai even saying like, "Hey, after Smash Ultimate, I'm taking a break." Like I'm good for a minute.
I don't know how much I trust game devs, but Nintendo seems to like have their shit on clockwork. I'm sure they're not. I know for a fact that they're not pressed to release anything. They release what they want to when they want to.
Yeah, we're still waiting on freaking Metroid Prime 4's like release date, so yeah.
Sorry, but at least you have confirmation that there will
You're
be a release
right.
date.
It's gonna be this year.
Right? Yeah. There we go. This year. Wait. The release date will be this year, or it will be announced?
It will be this year.
It's coming out this year. Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah,
that's good enough. All right, the closest thing to a confirmation date for the game that I'm most excited about right now, which technically, legally, doesn't exist. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the remake. Right, yeah, and it totally doesn't exist because the voice actor for Edward Kenway almost got sued by Ubisoft for hinting at the fact that you might perhaps have to play Black Flag again under different circumstances. Some guy who was recording when he said that at a panel almost got sued. Crazy. But no, all that to say that maybe amiibos might not come back in a big way, but I mean, I'm guessing at some point, this might just be wishful thinking, but maybe Nintendo will like acknowledge that it costs more to make than to sell, and then they'll just like price drop a little bit.
I'd hope so, man. I really do. Real quick, we are about to beat the final boss. Yeah. You see these like things here on the floor? These like 5 little gems. These represent the 5 bosses you have to fight in the game before you even get to this final area. I'm not gonna go into like the whole story or whatever about it because, you know, spoilers regardless, you know, like this is a big spoiler warning if you don't want to see who the final boss of Elsie is. Yeah, so go tune out of this episode, go play the game, and then come back.
All right. Have fun. Hi, welcome back.
We're about to be the boss again. Okay. I just wanted to point it out because I know, Mauro, you've never seen it, so I don't know if you, like, want to take it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little late to be dropping this lore on it, but okay, alright, let's go. See what it looks like. It's just wait, it's Elsie?
Yep, it is Elsie. We are fighting ourselves.
You're fighting the Nightmare Guardian. Okay,
You got
like
it?
that.
He has Night Shift Games, Nightmare. You got it? Yeah.
Funds. Yes, yeah. My soul died a little bit though. I got it. Why is that Elsie? Why can that Elsie summon little minions?
Because she's the final boss. She's the boss.
That's not fair. This is not fair
She's
at all.
very, very sorry for your loss.
So this is. I don't think she is. I think she's sorry that she's about to get beaten by herself.
Also, she summoned another boss to help fight her.
It's not
See
fair.
that? So that boss right there, that ice dragon lady, is Trishula, and she is voiced by Kelly Pokekells on the internet, and we had her on the show a little while ago, back in May.
Oh. Shout out Pokey
Yeah,
Kells.
shout outs. And also her husband, Alex Fastiani, is also a voice actor in this game, and I'll show who he plays after this. But yeah, clusterfuck, right? Just bullet hell. There's
Yeah,
so
there's
much.
a lot. There's a lot going on. And you beat this game completely just off of like
I
no
did.
invincibility
Yes,
mode?
it sucked.
Okay, alright.
It was so hard.
Yeah. I'll believe you that it sucked.
Yeah, that's why like I don't care about doing this. Also because like I'm being selfish because I'm using this run to some dialogue. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, that's cute.
Elsie Gray's miraculous escape, the future of warp waveform technology. In short order, Dr. Gray transitioned the Guardians to a safer energy source, relieving them of their earth-shaking power, as well as their response. Governments worldwide began.
These are all the
taking plans
bosses.
of action to follow suit. A long road that will end in the permanent decommissioning of the Arclight core. As her last great project of the decade, Dr. Gray completed one yet final android, a vessel, for a mind like none before it. A triumphant mother's reconciliation. The prodigal daughter lives again.
Then what now? Elsie has like a cyborg twin?
Technically, we are the
Android.
cyborg twin. That Elsie, the final boss, is the original Elsie. That's this doctor's actual daughter. And she made us as an android replica of her. Yeah.
To beat her up and forcefully bring her back to mama.
You got it.
Alright.
Yeah. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm using this as also an excuse to hopefully get a little bit closer to platinuming this game. I probably said this in the I probably said this
Into my lovely black Labrador.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably said this in our Elsie review that I was so close to completing this game. I just needed like one achievement left, and the only achievement I have left to get is just buying everything in the store. And there is a lot. So, for the currency,
Oh wow.
this is what I still have to buy.
Okay, alright. No, yeah, so it's straight grind.
It's straight grind. It's just like, you know, commitment and stuff like that. You get new weapons and stuff, you know, and just other power-ups, other boons and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just gonna take a while. So the reason why I don't really care about using invincibility, especially for the showcase, is just it helps me grind a bit. You know, it's just
Yeah, look, man, you've beat the game and you've gotten every other achievement. Yeah, you deserve
Yeah.
invincibility just to get the.
And
Yeah.
this is Gordon, who's voiced by Alex Fasciani. Shout outs to him.
Hey, shout out Alex Fasciani
Yeah.
as well. He's got what is that?
It's a food truck with each
Pan con lechon.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
That is run by a pelican.
coconut flan.
Man,
I'm
kinda
hungry too.
Mm.
Here we got this character. Excuse me. We have this character, Jock, and
Oh,
she keeps track of like our stats and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 deaths only. Oh, not bad. for
Yeah,
a
right?
roguelike.
This is a.
That's actually wait. Hold on. I'm so sorry. 17 deaths. Period.
Let's see.
You.
I don't know. Maybe.
What does that even mean?
Fastest run. I mean,
Fastest run 0.
I think this is incomplete
Yo.
because this wasn't implemented at launch. This was added on like for an update later. So I don't think it.
Yeah. Okay. See, because how do you have 678 parries?
Yeah.
But only like. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's definitely not synced up to like my entire run, but it's fine.
Jared's better, guys. I swear.
This is a shot for like your secondary weapon, I guess. If you press circle or triangle, that's what those are. Here's an unlockable character, Andrew. He's a ninja, cyber ninja. He doesn't have a gun, so he uses his sword. You gotta like get up close to all the enemies. So drastically changes the play style for each run. Here's like other things you get to unlock by saving up currency and stuff. Like you get to build the shops and the shrines and all this other stuff. You know, like again, if you start off the game, all the things that we see, you're not gonna see because you gotta grind and unlock them and earn them. And here is that doctor. And this is for getting those extra passives and stuff that you gotta grind for as well.
Right.
And Elsie has a lot more than Andrew.
I do like that they're two separate characters.
Yes.
Hey, Elsie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like just unlocking stuff for one doesn't unlock stuff for the other one because it's two separate playstyles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's practically it gives life to the game. It gives replayability to the game.
Exactly. Yeah. It's supposed to be a constant reward loop, you know, like each run you are already naturally making some kind of progress. Even if you don't really feel like it, if it's progress towards like unlocking a thing or progress towards like an extra passive or whatever, like there's always something that is being progressed in this game. I really love it. This is also like one of the first games that we got to review as a show, so like that's also kind of special, and it being like Miami and like where we're from and stuff, so like you know, there's a lot of things that make Elsie special for us. And for me, so like on top of that, it's honestly a really fun game, regardless of like it being a roguelike, and it's just like naturally difficult, you know. So yeah. Anything else you want to say before we end it?
I'm probably gonna play Elsie.
I'd hope so. Yeah, man. Like it's fun. The story is like nothing like crazy. It's a very Mega Man-esque story. And like it's not supposed to be freaking crazy to begin with, but yeah, it's a great game. Definitely go check it out. Again, special shout outs to Night Shift Games as a whole. Pedro, Danny, Eric, thank you guys for being on the show and just for being friends with us. You guys did an amazing work here with this amazing game, and I can't wait to see what more things you guys got cooking up in the kitchen. So yeah. All right, well, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff here on the YouTubes, because this is exclusive to the YouTubes. And be sure to check out our normal podcast, weekly podcast, that new episodes come out every Monday. Check out Eric Benaim's episode that came out yesterday. And yeah, see you later.
Bye.